What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another chess review. Today we're going to be reviewing my game from the last video I played it in, which was the first chess video that I had commentary on my account. There's another one, but I didn't like it, so I just kind of I put it in the archives, left it for later. But yeah, let's get into this game review. Starting off, 85% to 70%. I think you can see who clearly was better here. I mean, and you don't even have to look at the percentage. You can just look at the moves. It was only like a 25 move game because my opponent resigned. He was so mad. But I mean, you can see it was just a constant. It was just a slope of just destruction. And then obviously my moves were just significantly better. But let's start out the game. Okay, so d4. In the past 4 or 5 months, I've been playing d4 with white, and I've been playing the Caro with black. So if I ever play as black on the channel, you'll see me play the Caro if someone plays e4, which is e4 c6. But that's another video. So I play d4. Opponent plays knight f6. I'm used to people around this range playing d5, in which case I'll play the Queen's Gambit, which is c4. And then there's a few options. The opponent can go e6, and then knight c3, then knight f6, and then c takes d5, and then e takes d5, and then knight f3, and then and it's just this big, long, boring line that everybody knows at this range, and everybody knows theory 15 moves deep. It's so boring. So I'm glad my opponent played knight f6, which was a change. I haven't played this position in probably 8-9 months. So it was good to see a new position. And I remembered what to play. It was c4. Obviously, the d and the c pawn work together well. That's basic commonality. If you ever want to play a d pawn position, just remember your next move is 99% of the time going to be a c pawn. And me and my buddy, actually, in high school, we played a lot, and that was back my sophomore year, so 2 years ago, and I started playing d4 early on. I was playing like a London position. So to counter the London, you obviously play the King's Indian defense. And so my buddy would always play that, and it would follow with g6, and then you would play knight c3, then bishop g7, then knight f3, then you could play e6, you could castle. There was so many different lines you could play, and back then I was only like 600, so I obviously didn't know theory that deep. Now I do. But instead, my opponent plays the more sharp line, which is e6. Obviously, I know the best move, which is knight c3. Opponent plays bishop b4, and there's a few moves here. You can, let me go to the analysis. You can either just bring your knight out. Obviously, the best move, I played queen at b3, which is a move I learned from the Caro-Kann, which is the reverse. And then there's a3, which just, I mean, queen d3 just looks funny. I thought it was a funny move, so I play it. There's also e3. Then there's also bishop g5. There's just so many moves here to play. There may be, no, okay, I was going to say that. Maybe there is. I didn't think so. I mean, f4, inaccurate. Pretty much anything you play in this position. Maybe even, okay, yeah, so there's only a few. I got all the first ones right. It was a3, queen d3, queen b3, which I played, e3, and then knight f3, and maybe actually, I was going to say, now I think about it, g3 I think is actually a book move too, because I think this is the Fianchetto line. But I decided to play queen d3, which is a funny line. The best move would have been to go from here. Oh, sorry, that's not it. I totally just blanked it. Knight c6. I got ahead of myself. Knight c6. The idea is you're protecting. Now, if I pushed, then you just... Oh, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. You take, and I take, and then suddenly you play here, which is a great move. My opponent is now winning. You think, oh, free bishop? Sorry, buddy, triple fork. Bye-bye. So I obviously know about that line, so I don't play into it. My opponent just plays nice and easy and take with the queen, because what else would I take? I'm not going to double up my pawns when I just move my queen out to protect my knight. He castles. This is pretty classic in a Nimso Indian defense. And then I'm going knight out. Not the best move, but it's a fine move. Brings a piece out into the play. Allows for bishop g5 later, which is nice. And that's exactly what I play next. I was considering taking, which it wasn't the best move. The best move was g3, because now you're bringing out your light square bishop on the other diagonal, so you can work together with your dark square bishop in the future. But I decided to play bishop g5, like I had mentioned. My opponent took, and I shouldn't have taken back, but I was like, oh, I'm going to be fancy and play a smooth bishop takes f6, which my opponent has to take back with his queen, that I take with my queen, and then suddenly I'm a little bit worse. I didn't realize that at the time, but I am. The opponent goes c6. I expected this move. I really didn't think there was anything else. What's the best move? That's it. It was bishop d7, I can remember. Bishop d7 is a funny idea. It 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 allows for queen takes c7, but it gets into this line, and the next move is bishop d5, and your queen's just kind of stuck in the back rank, and there's just nothing. And also in the future, your opponent has ideas of rook d8, then knight d7, and then suddenly their position is opening, and then maybe b5, some stuff that's kind of crazy. But instead he plays c6. I play an okay move, e3. I just was trying to connect my pawns. Opponent makes a mistake here, or I guess it's called an inaccuracy, but at this rating, it's basically a mistake. Which is b5, and the idea is that it's just too quick of a move. It's too forceful. They're just opening up their position too much. They're just endosites. What else are you gonna do? You're gonna move your light square bishop out an extra space than it already would have gone. Now you're 100% trapped with your light square bishop, and your knight can only go to one square now. And it's not even well, it can go to two squares, but if you go to the other square, then your bishop really is trapped for a long time. So it just looked bad for me, and I thought going forward was a good move, but now that I look at it, the best move was to go back to c3. And the idea there is, it's just you just gotta let your opponent do whatever he's gonna do. You can't be too rushful when your opponent's rushing. So if your opponent's rushing, stay back, which is the best move. Oh, sorry, that's not it. Which is the best move. And also you connect your two pawns here, your B and your D pawn, and it allows this bishop to come out for some time in the future. Maybe you sacrifice in the future, like he moves his rook to d8 and then to d6 for some weird reason. You sacrifice the bishop, win the other bishop back, and suddenly it's check, and your opponent's freaking out. Probably doesn't happen to this level, but it'd be funny. And yeah, playing queen c5 is just too quick. It's forcing a move on my opponent it's almost like if a quote unquote forcing move, which is a weird saying because his rook is under threat, but not really. But at the same time, I've just unlocked a threat on his pawn, so it forces him to make a move. But everything just kind of works, except for a5. I have no idea why my opponent played a5. It looked super dumb. I was like, this guy's flopping. He's just pushing pawns now. And so I kind of realized that my opponent was a little dumb in the head playing chess, and I was like, okay, now that we're kind of in the middle game, I have a way better middle game strategy than he does. Obviously checked out Gotham Chess's middle game masterclass on, I can remember the website, Chessly. I think that's the website, Chessly. Go check that out. Look at the free chapter on the middle game masterclass. Helped me out so much. It was so insightful. And so I found this tactical play, bishop e2. Best move was bishop d3. The idea of bishop d3 is you're holding pressure onto this b pawn, which is a very key pawn in this position. It's holding down all of black's queen side here. But so I found bishop e2 because it made sense that if I go knight e5 in the future, I can open up my bishop on now f3 and go for a big attack on c6. This is exactly what I was thinking during the game. Obviously, the best move was d3 because instead of attacking for a pawn, you're attacking for a king. And what's the most valuable piece on the board? The king. And the idea of the king is your bishop is always hunting that h7 pawn. If you ever go queen h5 and your opponent just forgets, bam, checkmate. So my opponent keeps pushing pawns, and I'm like, okay, I'll just play a simple move while castle gets my rooks connected. Sounds good to me. Opponent plays bishop b7, which I was like, okay, you're just moving pieces. And then I found queen b6. I thought it was a good move because it's just putting his bishop under threat. It really wasn't, because he just goes, oh, he doesn't go back. Well, I mean, I knew my opponent goes back, but I thought the best move was to go back. Let me see what this does. Okay, I knew going back was fine, but I knew that was just a terrible move. I was like, and then I missed. I thought I had a tactical opportunity here. I thought I could go b3, and then if a takes, and now I'm suddenly hitting everything. What I didn't remember was that my opponent I should have gone queen e7, and suddenly this attack doesn't work. It just doesn't work, and I'm like, okay, bishop, sorry, but I can't take that back. Now my queen's under threat. I can't go there, and it is just terrible. My queen is trapped. It's just all going south for me. So I'm glad my opponent did not see queen e7, because going over this game, I'm thinking, holy cow, that threw the game down the drain. But they took. I made the best move, and I wanted to make a little side move here. Best move was obviously knight e5. I'll make that move later, but I decided to go rook c6 because I was worried of him going rook c8, because my goal was to take the bishop and then take the pawn, which is a little confusing, but he doesn't. So then I play knight e5, which is a little sneaky move because it adds another attack on the c pawn. Opponent just completely misses. So I take his pawn here. I get a free rook. Don't know why he just gave up the rook. Then he gave up his knight. I took the knight with check. Took that with no check. And I just give up my pawn. I take his pawn back. He moves there. And the final blow, rook f1. Rook f1 is kind of deadly because you want to go there. Fine, I'll go here. Actually, probably a better move. Even actually, that isn't a better move, but it just kind of looks funny. Queen g5. Why is that the best move? See, even sometimes I have to go through queen g5. Well, that was his move. Queen d3. Queen d3. Oh, because now he's pinned, so he's forced to take. Okay. Knight g5 was the best in that position. That's g6. Whoops. Where's g5? Queen f6. Queen f6. Okay, I was like, what? Yeah, and then from here, it's just, I'm up 2 pieces. I have a passed pawn, and I'm just absolutely winning. I hope you guys were able to learn something from this chess review video, maybe help improve your strategy, kind of help get in the mindset that I get in when I'm playing chess. I'll be posting another game later today, probably around 4-ish again, I would say. Actually, probably exactly at 4. I'll just have it set for 4 o'clock to upload. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Please remember to like the video and subscribe, as it greatly helps my channel to grow. Small YouTuber, and you guys are doing amazing. You guys have grown my channel so much, and it's incredible to see. Tomorrow will be a Cardinals video on my MLB 9 innings, so be expecting that. At least I think. I'll have to check, and I'll update you in the video later today that goes out. Oh, and also I guess I should tell you the time zone. It's 4 o'clock Alaska Standard Time is when the video will go out. So that'll be 5 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Oh no, sorry, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So whatever your time zone is, be expecting that video to drop. And then I'll tell you if we got a Cardinals video coming tomorrow or not. Maybe even a Dodgers. I'm on the account right now. Let me tell you, I'm on my tablet doing games for the All-Star event, trying to get as many tokens as we can, trying to get all the stuff. Let's see. Okay, collect those two things. Sorry, this is taking a minute. Nope, this Dodgers account will not be ready by tomorrow. So as of right now, expecting their chess video tomorrow, but unless I say that it'll be a 9 innings Cardinals video tomorrow. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night, whatever it is, wherever you are. Take it easy, chillax, and oh, I guess I should give you a little heads up. So I will be out fishing for nearly 3 weeks. So I may post a little bit less. I won't post daily content. I'll try to post as much as I can, but I won't be posting daily content. I'll still be getting the MLB 9 innings videos out as much as I feel like I should, but there may just not be as many chess videos like I was hoping for at first. And then in September, there will be a 1 or 2 week stretch where I won't post anything. I'll be moose hunting with my dad, and there will be no service where we're at. So be expecting no uploads in the first 2 weeks of September, sometime in there. If there is, then I haven't left yet. And maybe I'll even try to record some chess videos before and have them set to upload then. That's probably what I'll do, actually. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Like I said before, that's kind of the rest of my upload schedule, and then I'll come back, upload for 1 or 2 weeks, and then I'll start my mission for my church, and I won't upload for 2 years, 2 long years. And when I come back, hopefully MLB 9 innings is completely updated. It'll be interesting to see how everything changes in the next 2 years, and chess as well. And obviously chess itself won't change, but strategies and rating and flux will change, and the state of chess as well, like how many people play it. But yeah, please like the video and subscribe. I know I said that before, but I figured I'd emphasize it again. It's just super helpful for a channel like mine to grow. Also, thank you guys so much for I know this is gonna for 10 subs. It actually is incredible how many subscribers I've gained in the past few days, really, the past week. I didn't think a channel could grow that much in that short of a time, but you guys are absolutely killing it, and I love it, and I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope you guys be kept safe, and I'm out. Peace.